welcome to another episode of The Zog. Now, while going through a load of old video footage, it turns out that I've at one point recorded a comic scripting session that Jennifer and I had for our comic All Over the House. And it's a bit of an insight into how we get the ideas together for the scripts for each comic. So I thought I'd show you that now as a way of showing people who are interested in comics and comics creation how we do it. It's not the way that everyone does it, but when you've got a couple of people together and you bounce ideas off one another, this is a good way of putting together a set of scripts. So let's have a look at that.
Right, what are we going to talk about?
Right, we've got 4 days and we need 4 comics.
Right, okay, is there any themes we're working on at the moment?
No, you sound ill. Are you alright?
I'm full of catarrh, isn't it?
Oh, lovely.
Give me a tissue.
Well, was that packing not good enough for you?
No, that pack's not been opened. This one has.
You're doing that close a packet, you Flintstone.
Yeah, I'm going to make a disgusting noise now. I warned you.
Wasn't warning enough. Right, I had an idea this morning while I was in the bath for one of them, probably, what's the word? Probably either Tesrin or Gary, saying, I'm going to invent my own language. And another person says, well, why? No one understands what you say now, isn't that enough? Say, no, this one's new. I think it needs more work.
Yeah, it does.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah. Be something along the lines of right, the person he's talking to turns to the person next to him and goes, what did he say? Yeah, I don't know, would that work?
It needs a bit more work, doesn't it?
It does a bit. I thought you were fluent in gibberish. Authentic frontier gibberish.
I've got another one here as well. Look at his hair. He should sue his barber. He can't. I heard he asked for it like that. Really? What did you do? Go in and ask for a number fool?
A number fool?
Yeah. Didn't laugh.
I was thinking, what about a topical one? Talking about Jack Straw. It's like, God, this man's got cheek. Saying, how dare the BBC record him up to no good without his permission. Next thing he'll be saying is, how dare they expose him without his permission.
How can we make that topical?
It is topical, it's Jack Straw with his hand in the till.
Yeah, it's saying what people are thinking, but wasn't he one of those that implemented widespread CCTV? Wasn't he?
I think he did actually, you know. I think he was the god of Snoop.
Home Secretary Jack Straw said nearly a quarter of car crime took place in car parks, but simple improvements such as CCTV and better lighting have made a major impact. Well, there we are then.
Yes, now we can post the video of you getting carjacked on YouTube and make a bit of cash back. Well, you're not going to catch him? Oh no, that takes effort. And there's a joke in that, isn't there?
There is. Let's bring up the template.
I think your font's a bit too big there.
I think you should shut up while I set this up properly.
Fine.
Where are you going?
Tickets to the gun show.
What are you doing?
Playing.
Okay, so the former Home Secretary says the media recorded him doing illegal things without his permission. Was he likely to give his permission?
What do you think?
Well, no, I think that's the point. What?
That typical politician. Always cry when they get caught with their fingers in the till. Like, why? I'm a politician. So, well, best get working on your excuses then.
Wait, we're both politicians.
We both politicians. Present company accepted, of course.
Yeah, it doesn't have the punch. I don't know.
No.
It doesn't go the right way. Let's take that bit out.
What about he got his fingers caught in a till as well? Jesus, it's not that man's day, is it?
Yeah, but then that doesn't sound like Emily. If we're having...
Well, no, it would have to be Tesrin, wouldn't it? You'd have to change who's saying what.
Yeah, but then this doesn't work, does it? Because that's Emily talking and she's the PM.
Right.
Anyway, we still didn't get the CCTV stuff in. Ironic, considering he's the guy who was all for CCTV when he was Home Secretary.
Oh, to which Tesrin would say, "Yeah, but you know, he only wanted the footage for his YouTube channel."
But yeah, it's a lot of text, but it works. Right, there's one then.
3 more to go.
Yep.
Things that Tesrin thinks are other things. The money shot. They should just have a blunderbuss full of loose change. Get off my land! Best £1.50 I ever spent.
Alright. Yeah, so hopefully the camera won't break this time. Right, we've got...
Oh, did we do the one where we were taking the piss out of all these 70s and 80s TV stars getting sent to prison for kiddie fiddling? Could have one with Dave T. Rosa.
We did the one of Rolf Harris.
No, the one where it's like a... and now on TV... 70s kids TV reunion, and it'll just be the Chuckle Brothers and Dave T. Rosa, and Dave T. Rosa with his baton going, "I'm watching you, Chuckles."
I really don't want to do that. They're pretty much the only ones that have been not even investigated.
Yeah, because they're squeaky clean.
Yeah, but the comic suggests that they've done something.
Oh, right, yeah, we'll have to have them and some dodgy person. Oh, what about them and Fred the Weatherman? And he'd be like, "I'm watching you lot." And then it'd be like somebody come over, whisper in his ear, it's like, "Come on then, Fred. Going down." You really are doing the money shot.
Yes.
Cha-ching! No, it's got to go, yeah, cha-ching. Cha-ching! There we are. See, that wasn't too hard.
No, that's 2 then. And that's our 930th.
What are you going to do for the 1000th? Oh, look, it's raining. How am I going to walk up into...
You knock the net out, you take an umbrella.
It's windy. I'll be like Mary Poppins.
Well, you get there faster then, won't you? Put some roller skates on, just hold it. Whee!
That's like that Simpsons. It's like somebody cut my brake line. Well, you should have got here faster then, shouldn't you? Oh, there was also that thing. Remember, I was talking to you about the car. And Emily looking to buy another car, and the ad in the paper says low mileage, one careful lady owner, and then she's like, and then you just have 4 little cutaways of the frames, like, you know, with Tesrin driving through the car, the movie screen.
My biggest problem with that is how to fit that into this. We've got 3 panels.
Well, the middle panel, can you not do like 4 little miniature panels, and surrounded by the like bubbly like mind's eye thing, and then the final one would just be her just crossing it out in the thing, saying, "I think I'll pass on that one." Because all you need to do is pull the frames from the previous comics. So you've got the 4, you know, like the one where she's going yee-haw through the drive-in movie thing.
I can't even remember us doing that one.
I can. You did, because it's like bigger, badder, yellower. Knob-Nose the movie. Yeah. And then there's the other one where she pulls the skid and ends up between the 2 bollards. There's the one where she had to get the Gorms to panel beat the car.
Which we didn't see any damage to the car on. It's her giving the Gorms a $5 to fix it, but we never see the car.
What about the one where she strapped her garden gnome to the bonnet?
Okay.
Yeah, we can find 4, just like random frames. That makes it an easier one to do, because all you're doing is pulling in artwork from previous things, and then you could use it to link to previous comics, and it kind of brings the back catalogue into play.
That's not just rain, that's a storm then.
Yeah, it's going sideways. Might take my car up to her parents' house. I wanted the exercise. I shouldn't pull funny faces when I'm being recorded. Jenny Kirk, the girl in the rubber mask.
Second thoughts, I'll pass on that one.
I like the idea.
Okay, well, now I'm doing it.
We'll do it then.
I will then.
Okay.
I will, see?
You do that.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah, one careful lady owner.
Right,
All we need is one more then.
Oh my goodness.
I'm filling up with Qatar as well.
At the bloody honor. I've been like this since November. I'm getting very annoyed.
But you're always annoyed.
Right, one final one. I still like the barber idea.
Okay, right, let's develop that, right.
Look at his hair, he should sue his barber. He can't, I heard he asked for it like that. Really? What did he do? Go in and ask for a number fool?
Why don't you just do it like that? I mean, it doesn't tickle my humour buttons, but then again, lots of things which are funny don't. So yeah, just use that straight. Where did you get that from?
It just came to me. My goodness, I'm coughing.
You should do that with like James and Gary or something.
Okay.
Yeah, just for a change.
Gary and James sitting on a park bench watching the world go by. That's what we'll have as the frowning eyes.
I thought there's also the other thing that Tesrin thinks are other things.
Yeah, but we don't do more than one of those a week because
I know,
people
but
get pissed off.
The idea, I want to run it past
Right,
you.
okay, fine.
Yeah, on the ropes. It'd be Uncle Bob with Tesrin. So explain.
Yeah.
Did you write that down?
No, because I can't frame it in my mind.
I can. Get in the barbers, fool!
Okay. Look at his hair. He should sue his barber. He can't. I heard he asked for it like that. Really? Apparently. What'd you do? Go in and ask for a number fool?
Are you going to have the guy just walk past?
I was actually not going to ever show the guy at all.
If you just show the hair going past.
Yeah, but that spoils the joke. If you never see him, then it's even worse in your mind.
The unseen, like Maris from Frasier.
Yeah. It allows
or Mrs. Wolowitz from Big Bang Theory.
It allows an awful lot more in terms of comedy because then he can be completely inhuman for all you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this one Stupidity by Request.
Now that title I like. Are we done then? We
That's it, that's 4 comics. Do you want to do one for Monday? Just so we
Yeah. Let's do a buffer. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Have we got any other ideas?
Oh, I've got about 50 odd of them in my emails.
Well, let's have a troll through the the ideas bin.
I just... Progress is his middle name. That's why he got beaten up at school.
We're talking about some politician. Yeah. And Tesrin will just have that as an... it could be Emily. Like, that's why he got beaten up at school.
A one-panel frame.
Yeah.
We just see his poster.
Yeah. That works. And it'd be like something like... Jack Progress Smith.
Yeah. Progress is his middle name. That's why he got beaten up at school. For goodness sake. I don't want to open Creative Cloud. Get off my screen, otherwise I'm going to hit you with a brick. Seems fair.
Yeah. How arrogant are these programs?
No, I pressed open and bridge instead of open. Now I've got a claw.
I won't let you quit.
Please sign in to log out. I actually saw that one time. It says you have to log in to log out.
But if I have to log in to log out, that presumably means I'm actually already logged out.
Vote Snottleby. Progress is his middle name.
Yeah. And then just have him there. Ding! And you've got to have like that ding!
Giant poster.
And also underneath, like a little thing in the corner going, Parsnip Weekly, Man of the Month.
And then with a lighting coming
from
his
teeth.
And that's how we did it. Most of the time, it's a very similar process to that when we script all of our comics. It's a case that you just basically you sit around and you have a chat about topics and try and one-up what the other person said, or try and build on an idea that someone's had to try and make it something that is short and snappy, because I like to only have 3 panels per comic because it keeps it short and focused on what's going on. So there is that, and that's what we came up with for a very short week. It was probably a year or so ago now, my goodness. That's how long it's been sat on my computer ready for processing. So it's one of those things where you build and build and build on what people are saying, and then eventually you come together with something where you go, yeah, that works as a comic. Sometimes people find it funny, sometimes they don't, but the process is the same either way. Anyway, that's really all I've got for that today. So finally, what I want to do now is do a quick gaming pickups video to show progress on the gaming collection. So let's have a look at that and see how things are coming together. Hello and welcome to another pickups video. It's I'm going to go through this as quick as I can because some of them are a little but they're filling up the collection, and as I've explained on previous videos, what I do is I try to bulk out my collection at least once a month with a load of filler. The really cheap 5p, 10p, 25p games, and then try and grab 1 or 2 really good ones that I want to enjoy playing, as well as that. Right, so let's get straight on. First up, I want to look at one that is both a filler game and amazingly good fun to play, and that is NHL 2002. I've been playing this so much that I'm partway through the first year of the league playing the game. I love hockey. This is a brilliant game, and I really, really can't say anything bad about it. It's fantastic. So if you have a chance, get one of these games. This one is brilliant. But the reason that EA Sports always has a game out every year is because they sell. And the reason that they sell is actually they're pretty damn good. So let's move on to one that's... and it's World Series Poker, official game. This one is in really, really good condition. It hardly opens. And the game itself is... yeah, fingerprints but nothing else on it. It's amazing how good quality this is, and the reason is it's not that brilliant a game. It's a poker game and you can play it, but there's nothing else to it. Like new thing, and the bump is here too, so pretty much like new game. I'm really, really impressed. I picked that up very recently from a CEX haul. Turns out that you can only put 50 items into your cart on CEX before it says, wow, you're a big spender, but you can only have 50 items at a time. But here's the thing, with the amount of bulking out I'm doing of the collection, that 50 item order came to £22. And that includes the £2.50 postage. It's ridiculous how cheap they sell some of these games. Continuing with that, we have Perfect Ace 2, a game of tennis where I have yet to be able to hit the ball, not because I'm not trying, but because none of the controls seem to work. So yeah, I can see why this is a filler game. The manual has clearly been read in desperation by someone else who had a problem, and it's a very thin manual. Basically, there doesn't seem to have been an awful lot of effort put into this game. The game hardly played, and the reason, of course, is that it's not very good, but it bulks out the collection, so I won't complain too much. Now, next one up, my wife bought me this as a gift, and she was grinning when she bought it because it's Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude, and it's the uncut version. I don't know whether there is a cut version or not. The game, it looks like it's water damaged. I think someone's poured something on it, or spilt something on it at least, but only on the outside. The box is a bit damaged, but the manual is in pretty good condition. And the game itself, I had to have it cleaned twice by CEX before it would load, but now it looks in perfect condition. So hopefully, as long as I treat it right, it won't get scratched again, because I don't think you can clean them too many times before they break. So hopefully that'll stay in good condition now. But yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. And then this one I'd never even heard of before I found it in a charity shop for £1. Home Alone. The case is damaged, but other than that, it's in pretty good condition. Let's have a quick look at the manual. Manual doesn't look like it's ever been read. Nope, tell lie, it's got a couple of creases on it. But good quality manual here. And the disc itself, couple of scratches, nothing much. Really, really good condition. Very, very happy with that. Now moving on to another one that I had to have cleaned. It's Pro Evolution Soccer Management. Now, like I've said in a previous video, I was a fan when I was a kid, playing with my dad on Championship Manager 2, I think it was. Big fan of football management games back then. I did play for my school team for a while, so I had an interest in football before the hockey bug got me. Really thick manual. The amount of detail that goes into the Pro Evolution series is great. A lot of their games have really thick manuals, and I love it. The games, the actual average game, I don't think is actually quite as good as FIFA, and certainly not as Championship Manager, but they are very good games. And I know some people are going to say Pro Evo was better than FIFA, but no. FIFA, because the fact that you can switch your player by pressing X instead of having to press a trigger button, keeps your fingers on the area where the flow of gameplay is quickest, and therefore has slightly the edge. And that's my analysis of that one anyway. Disc's great condition because I had to have it cleaned, of course. The manual is slightly damaged on the back, but aside from that, this is in brilliant condition. Now let's move on to Big Mother Truckers. This is really good fun. Jen, again, picked this one up because she thought it would be fun. Excuse me. Okay, but that was a phone call. Now I can't remember what I was talking about. What was it? That's the thing when people phone you in the middle of what you're doing. Yeah. Big Mother Truckers. Jen bought me this because I like the 18-wheeler game, and it's a truck driving game. What it actually turns out is it feels an awful lot like the truck driving missions from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So I've been enjoying this, and so she. So if you get a chance, give it a try. It's actually quite fun. The case has a bit of damage on the back, but not a huge amount. And I'm actually quite pleased with this. So yeah, decent quality case, and the manual. It's been read a couple of times, but it's in pretty good condition. And the game itself worked no problems whatsoever. Hardly a scratch on it. So I am very, very happy with that one. Let's move on. Now next up we have a game that I've actually played and completed on the Xbox, and that's 13. Really good condition case. Can't say anything bad about that one. It's one of those, it's a cel-shaded style. It's based on a French comic, if I remember correctly, and it's really, really good fun. Again, if you get a chance to play it, do so. Good quality manual, only slight dent on the back, which you can hardly see. And we've got the bump here as well, so I am very happy in that respect. Plus the game itself loaded no problems, and hardly a scratch on it, being treated with care. I think this might have actually come out of the big collection that was traded in CX in Bolton a while back. I think I mentioned that on a previous video. Now I'm going to move forward slightly because I just realised that I'm tiny on the screen. I've got a little, I can see myself on the little screen on the side, and it looked a bit small. This one, and I think the rest of this pile actually, are not from the local CX. I put in that big order online. And this one is a one I'd never even played before, and it's a bit of an oddity. Gaelic Games football, so it's Irish football. And good quality case. Only thing is that it's clearly had a sticker in there for a while, because when you took it off, it slightly warped the front, but never mind. I can live with that. Then the manual itself has a rough texture to it. It's weird, but it looks in perfectly good condition, so I'm not going to say anything bad about it. It's really good condition, very nice. Everything seems to be there, and we'll just quickly check the disc. Few scratches, but plays just fine, and I'm really, really happy with that one. Now, I managed to accidentally buy yet another Real World Golf. It's a really good condition, but it's another Real World Golf. That makes 4 now. Ridiculous, but I can't really complain too much. I'm going to quickly check over them all after I've done this video. Make sure that I've got really good condition one that's open to go along with the sealed one. Then I'll probably use the others for replacement cases or something. Decent condition manual. The case itself is in really, really good condition to the point where it doesn't open that much either, because it's hardly been opened. And hardly a scratch on the disc at all, so that's in really good condition. And then we have more golf. We have Pro Stroke Golf, Swing Away Golf, and then 3 Tiger Woods Golfs, 2002, 2003 and 2004, which means I've got a fair amount of the Tiger Woods golf games now. They're all really, really good condition. Yeah, there's not much I can say about these. The Tiger Woods are the best ones of them. Pro Strokes are alright, but there isn't a female character in the entire lineup, which is annoying as hell for me, because I don't want to have to play as male characters when I should be able to select a female character. Swing Away Golf is an oddity, let's put it that way. It feels like a Wii game, but it's from before the Wii came around. And it's an oddity because you pick your character and you pick your caddy, and then your caddy annoys the hell out of you for the entire game. So that's annoying. But the Tiger Woods games, oh my goodness, they're really good. It doesn't feel like you're playing golf from the point of view of having played Wii Sports Golf, where you actually swing the thing. But it's a good rendition on a control pad. And yeah, again, it's like the hockey games. They wouldn't be able to sell huge amounts of these every year if it wasn't a good playable game. So I'm really happy with that. I think the latest one I have for that is 2006. And I've got an Xbox copy of 2006 as well. And it's a huge amount of fun to play, so I'm actually enjoying playing those ones as well. So I'm really happy with that. Now let's move on. We've got another football game to bulk out the set. This one is Arsenal. And nothing really much I can say about it. It's exactly the same as the other club football games. The case is damaged. It's been battered a bit. But the manual and all the bump are here. CX, for some reason, every time I buy huge amounts of stuff, send me these stickers. What do you think I'm going to do with this? I'm not going to brand the stuff I bought from you. That's just weird. I'm not going to stick them on the back of my car or something like that. I'm not a loyalist. But manual in good condition and the extra bump is there. And the game itself, there are a couple of scratches, but nothing too bad. And yeah, it plays pretty well. It's a decent quality game, and you know what you're getting from it, let's put it that way. Let's move on. We've got another Midas game, so you know it's not going to be that great. Crescent Suzuki Racing. Midas are a weird company. It seems to be the case that whatever's popular, they've done a version of it, but they've done it their way. So racing games were really popular. So they did a racing game. Biking games were really popular. So they did a biking game, but they did it differently to everyone else. Instead of having a really fast-paced motorsports game, they did bikes with sidecars. And then they decided that they really, really needed some quotes about how good this game is. So they got a biking magazine to review it, and a couple of the people who are in it to review it. So, yeah, couldn't get a good quote from a gaming magazine, could you not, Midas? Seems a bit odd. Yeah, case is damaged. You can see in the top, top right of the case that it's got a mark on it. But the manual's here and in reasonable condition. A few bends, but it's not too bad. And the game itself, I'm assuming it's going to have hardly a mark on it. No, fingerprints and a few scratches. So actually, this one's been played a bit before I got hold of it. I played it for about 5 minutes and really didn't like it. The way that the bike moves compared to the rival bikers reminded me of some of the racing games on the old Amstrad CPC, and that you can't catch up with the other riders if you make one mistake. It's that kind of game. It's that era of gaming, only brought slightly more up to date. Right. A couple more filler ones. We've got John Madden 2006 and John Madden 2001. And this one I'm pretty sure doesn't have a manual in because it doesn't weigh very much, but the case is in really good condition. Yeah, no manual. So there we are. But let's quickly check the disc. Scratched and fingerprints. So obviously someone's played a fair amount of this. And I'm not an American football fan, but I do intend to finish off the collection, so I'll end up getting them all. It works, and like I said, EA, so it must be alright, because they sell lots of them every year. Although it only goes up to 2009, they stopped pretty quick when the PlayStation 3 came out. But Madden 2001 is in decent condition, I mean, a few scrapes on the case. But the manual is here, and a load of CEX bump as well. But the manual's in pretty good condition, it's thick as well. Must have a lot in it, so it's pretty good condition all around. It's clear from the gunk that's on the inside of that disc that it's been cleaned a few times, but plays alright, and it all seems to be there, so I'm not too upset about that. Let's pick up these little... Why? Why, CEX? Why? I don't understand. Why would you think I was going to stick them anywhere? Right, last 3 games now. We've got another Dance UK. I thought I'd finished this collection, but I hadn't. There's a couple more after this as well. Now I still have to collect. Really, really good condition case for Dance UK XL Lite. And another CX thing. Ridiculous. Really, really good condition manual there. I don't think it's even been read. And the game is in pretty good condition as well. From it, yeah, a couple of scratches, and that's about it. So that came together really well. And then finally, we're going to finish this off with a couple of poker games. We have Poker Masters and World Series of Poker Tournament of Champions 2007. Both of them are pretty shagged out. There's scratches on the cases here. But Poker Masters has its very thin manual here, and it's in good condition. And the disc itself, pretty good condition as well. Although, given that there's a little bit of clouding on there, I think that's actually just the marks from where someone's cleaned it up. And World Series of Poker doesn't have a manual. And apparently my coordination is not very good today. It doesn't have a manual, and the disc is in pretty good condition. So, not bad overall. Okay, so there you are. Again, we're building up the PlayStation 2 collection quite quickly. I know it's going to slow down eventually, but for the moment we've got a load of games out there, and it's still pretty easy to get them, so the collection has come together very nicely. But anyway, that's really all I've got time for this week, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you did like this. If you did, remember to click the like button, share it with your friends so that they can see what's been going on too, and do subscribe for future videos, because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching the Zog on ZJKR, and I'll see you next time.